Hello, Commander.
We have both of the players in the lobby. Let's get that bread. Ready up. So once of them are done, we will get this started. And of course, we are on Lost Wind. We have spawning as the blue player. We have Nakamura RTS versus StriKer as the red player. This is a best of 5, and we actually have a cross spawns. I don't know what it is, but I swear to God, whenever I play, I always spawn here, and my opponent's always here. So it's kind of nice to see a little bit of that diversity. Now, at the bottom left, we do have StriKer as the red player. And his opponent at the top right is Nakamura RTS, the blue player. Nakamura, I have seen a couple of his games today so far, and we have seen some very solid early game LK or Lord Karthos. So I'm kind of curious to see what StriKer plans to bring to the table, as that early aggression from the LK is going to be very difficult to beat. Now we do have 2 creep camps, or a total of 2 on each side, giving both players some, relatively solid XP. As long as you can secure both creep camps, that does get you to level 3, so you can have that ultimate ability, which I do, at least in my opinion. I think it needs to be raised to like 4, maybe even 5. That way you don't have these very early aggressive Lord Karthoses that are just running around murdering everybody. But hey, we'll get to that when we make the beta review video, right? So, house going up for Nakamura, pretty much standard. Now we should see probably a delayed training camp from him, which would give us the indication that he is going for a very early Lord Karthos. And his opponent actually has the early scout camp up as well. And do we see an expansion? Nani? I think we're going to see... It looks like he's trying to get the... This is so stupid. Good micro. I mean, you got to respect that micro game. That is some solid micro. Oh, one more smack. And there he goes. So, yep, there's the early expansion from red. So, StriKer going to be going for a very, very aggressive early expansion. So Nakamura is now in the situation of either he has to stop it or he has to match it. And he needs to decide soon, and it looks like he's going to be sticking with the standard, so we are going to see the Lord Karthos come out early. As again, the training camp is going to be significantly delayed because of that expansion. But it looks like it's going to either be StriKer is going to be saying, hey, you have to push into me, and you'll have to fight me on my starter economy. Or we're going to possibly see some early aggression here from Lord Karthos, and then we'll see what Nakamura decides to do. So we will have to see. Sorry about that. Scout Dog is looking to pretty much do the same thing. Ooh, look at that deny. Ooh, look at that deny. That is some solid deny, and now StriKer knows exactly where he has to sit so that this dog, or so that this Lord Karthos is denied, or Karthor, excuse me, is denied all the much longer. And he actually denies it and just decides to start smacking the dog a bit. And doesn't get it. He still doesn't get it because Lord Karthor is actually sitting inside it. So he's denying this base expansion for so long. This is really good play here from StriKer. Doesn't get it again because of Lord Karthor. He's going to try it one more time, and he should get it if he gets it. Yeah, he's got it now. And that dog actually gets out, so that's that was some solid micro. Dog does go down finally. That is 10 experience, which ain't going to be enough to really tip the scales, if you will. But Red's expansion has been up for significantly longer. We should have a... We still have no hero here from Red just yet. He's still trying to get that expansion. Lord Karthor for blue is going to go ahead and start getting his creeps taken care of. We do have 1 footman. And it looks like Nakamura, even though he knows that there's an expansion from Red that has been up significantly longer, is going to basically stick to his guns and try and stay true to who he is, and basically go for this kind of, again, that's a really strong early game in the sense of the game ends in 10 minutes, but still. Nakamura is about 75% on his expansion, and yeah, it actually looks like we're going to see Red try and more or less go for like, it almost looks like a mass archer play. Yeah, it's gonna be the QQ army. So do we see the Paladin then? If we see Paladin, then we know that it's going to be the QQ army, where you basically just mass the Paladin on Q, and you mass the archers on Q, and then you get Spearmen, which are also Q. No, it's Lady Vaiana. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. Fascinating. So we're going to see the Lady of the Bow, or the Lady of the Frost, trying to get that damage down on these footmen. I mean, it's going to be a micro fight, and Karthos does have level 3, and this is... Ooh, that was a really good micro, but here comes the engagement. There's the fear. Footmen are not in position to actually engage on all these archers, And it's going to be such an awkward engagement here because StriKer doesn't have that damage that he needs. Level 3 for Lord Karthos, and this is, oh god, I think this is pretty much going to... Did that Q not do anything? Hello? Oh, I think he wind walked out of it, to be honest with you. So Lord Karthor, yeah, pretty much just taking a very commanding lead. Going to take over the creeps here from red. And, well, the expansion was nice, but you don't have the levels. Red really needs to get Lady Viana onto level 3 if he wants to be able to do anything, but with Lord Karthor, excuse me, I'm going to say Karthos every time because I'm thinking of Karthus from League of Legends. Every time Lord Karthor takes these creeps, he's going to get to level 4 off of this, which he does. And Lady Viana needs to find some sort of creep somewhere if she wants to get to the level, but at this point it's just mass footies against mass archers with an early expo. I like the tower for security. He might be trying to go for another expansion. Do we see a worker? We do see a worker. He might be actually trying to go for a third expansion here, which would be nuts. Would be absolutely nuts. I like the idea of the archer tower to secure some sort of foothold. Nope, it's just pathing problems. Oh no, this is intentional. Okay. Where are you going, friend? Are you going to get the expansion for him? So the archer, so red is intentionally sacrificing his hero's abilities and strength, yeah, for what I'm thinking is going to be a third expo here. Again, Lord Karthor, level 4 though. I mean, this is getting kind of scary, to be honest with you, because all it's going to take is basically he just has to slink into here, slink up this way, and then his entire base is basically exposed. Base is basically, wordplay is funny. Level 2 for Lady Vanya. He could go after this last creep camp, but yeah, I think at the detriment of losing his entire base. Blue's going to be moving in here, probably just going to go... Oh, there's the Blood Rush. He does see the worker, so I don't know if he realizes that there was an expansion. Lord Karthor just taking those arrows and not caring. Oh, good focus fire here. Going to try and get the Karthor out of there. His ult was completely wasted from that attack. He didn't really get a good attack or CC control on that. And now Lady Vanya has a very good position to try and force off Blue's aggression, which he does, and that does secure him his expansion. Blue is not going to be able to attack here for a little bit until he gets either more footies or he gets a smarter army getting, yeah, King's Court and stronger attack. Getting armor for his units would be very nice. Let's just take a quick little armor check here at our boys. So we have Blood Rush, which we expected, and level 1 armor. Looking at Lady Vanya's army, it is 0 across the board. Okay, so ironically enough, he's checking the one creep camp that wasn't there, and he's losing the creep camp that was. So level 5 LK. The problem with this, though, is the later this game goes, the stronger these archers become, and the more important the economy game, obviously, becomes for red. As look at these towers, this is so nice to see. This is a very, very strong. It's a very strong position here for red. I know he is. It's okay.
Here.
Still 0-0 on upgrades with 0-1 and Blood Rush for blue. Level 5 Lord Karthos might get level 6 off this. Yeah, definitely gonna get level 6 off this. Which Lady Vanya is only on level 3. So she does get her ultimate, which is important, but she is down 3 levels compared to blue here. And blue is in the process of getting Spearman, which is a great way to counter a lot of these archers. It's going to be basically the ranged unit he needs. I don't know, does he have the... He doesn't have the slow spears, so that's going to be very important to note. But right now, I mean, he's just started his expansion for his third base, but blue has been on his third expansion for quite a while, so I mean, that's a very big deal. That's a very, very big deal. Red actually feeling a bit gutsy here, going to be trying to poke out and see what he can find. Blue's going to see this. They're going to engage each other. Does not want to engage on this. Yeah, he needs to start kiting immediately. Oh, these splits are so good. He knows that the CC's coming in. Gets nothing for it, but these archers are going to have to try their best. There goes the level 3 hero for red, and now it's just mass archers versus mass splitmen. The hero for the blue LK is still standing strong at almost 75% HP. These spearmen are going to completely decimate this red army, and I'm not saying that's game, but gosh darn it, that's going to be very close to the breaking point here for red. The towers are going to be his saving grace, though. This is what he needs to do if he wants to try and survive. Hello, I don't think you were supposed to be built. Interesting option here. Yeah, he needs to try and just survive long enough. I think these were some panic footmen. Blood Rush is also here for red, but I feel like this is way too late if you really wanted to go into this. There's the 3 archers. They need to start scattering into this next tower, and that's exactly what they do. He is willing to give this up. Lord Carthor at level 6 is just bopping the crap out of all of his opponents, and red is on the back foot here very heavily. If he can kill Lord Carthor, that'd be really big. At least that would give him some security, but no, he's going to go ahead and just back off. Bullets are kind of weird. This is important though. Here's the big thing. He's still alive. He didn't lose his base. He's still surviving, and he's also getting additional training camps up, which is exactly what he needs right now. And as long as he can get Lady Vanya out here kind of shortly, the later the game goes, the less important the hero levels are in comparison. It just becomes an economy game, and right now, red has completely covered up his entire side of the base with blue just getting all of the creeps here. So let's take a quick look at the bases. We do have the double King's Court. Let's, okay, so we have, Academy. So we're going to be seeing, do we see the Bombardier boys? A bit of engagement. We don't see any of the convicts, so no use of the suicide boys just yet. Might be seeing some catapults maybe to just try and deal with those towers, which would actually be a really smart way. Real quick, let's take a look at the armor. We do have 2 armor, 1 melee for blue, and I think these are still zeroed out. Are we still seeing zeros? Archers are going to try their best. Oh god, this is just such a strong army though here from blue. Yeah, it's just, they just got flaming arrows, and this is not going to be enough. These towers are going to go down way too quickly. Lady Vanya still not on the field just yet. And these towers are going to get completely surrounded upon. Spearmen not even getting targeted. Level 7 LK here. Good fear. That was a really solid CC. And these archers are getting destroyed, and I'm feeling like this might be the end here for red, as this base is getting, or this middle here is getting completely eaten. Level 8 for LK. Lady Vanya just spawned in. It is now a 5-level deficit here. LK to Lady Vanya, and there's the GG. Yeah, I think it pretty much started to snowball right at the, I feel like that aggression from the mass archers just wasn't the right play. He had the economy. He has the economy still, technically. I just don't think that it was the right call. This archer upgrade came way too late. It's 2 armor and 1. It's 1-2 on these footmen, which just, I mean, I don't even know how much these archers are doing at this point, but it's not going to be nearly enough to try and stop them. I think it was the right move. I think the mass archers on this map was a great call. I just don't think it was utilized to the full extent. So either way, GG.